Something I really don't understand about the Elden Ring community is that everyone and their mother seems to have this strange hatred for Ranni and her ending. I've seen comments saying Ranni manipulates the player, or that she killed and tried to kill Blade, and of course, the most obvious reason to actually hate the character is for killing Godwyn the Golden. Firstly, I want to address the idea that Ranni somehow manipulates the player. Surely she lies about her identity when she first meets the player, calling herself Renna, and quite frankly, if I were a demigod perspective of having a great rune, I would also lie about my identity to Tarnished, who seek to obtain great runes and become the Elden Lord. I think it's an even greater achievement that you rub off on her enough that it seems that she's able to reveal her name to you. And even the same goes for when you confront her about the Knight of the Black Knives. She doesn't lie, she admits that she was the mastermind behind the plot. She could have pointed fingers, said that Salavist guy down the road had been the one behind the plot, since she was already suspecting him as one of her enemies anyways, and yet she didn't, and even asked if he wanted to join her. And the Tarnished is not manipulated, instead she is given a choice to join her despite what they know. And if you decline, you won't suddenly get ganked by a legion of Black Knife assassins sent by Ranni the Evil Witch, but instead you're left to your own devices, becoming Elden Lord the way you think you can. Speaking of which, I mentioned earlier that people blame Ranni for the assassination of Iji and the attempted assassination of Blade. I understand why people might think this at first, given that she orchestrated the Knight of the Black Knives, which of course included Black Knife assassins. Except that some people forget that many of Ranni's Black Knife assassins are scattered to the wind. This is shown by the random Black Knife assassins in some of the catacombs, the injured and dead Black Knife assassins in Langdao Capital, and the captured Electo, the Black Knife ringleader in an Everjail. If Ranni still had Black Knives in her service, she wouldn't need a Blade to go out and lay down some of the groundwork for her, nor would she need the player. She could have gotten the Black Knife assassins to finish off the weakened Radon and retrieve the Fingerslayer blade for her, but didn't because she couldn't. The only Black Knife assassins still in service seem to be those who belong to Langdao, hence the ones working under America and Mikola, like the ones protecting Ordina's liturgical town. So it's only logical that it wasn't Ranni's Black Knife assassins who killed Eve, obviously, and failed to kill Blade, but actually the Black Knife assassins who served the Golden Order and the Two Fingers. I really don't understand how people still believe that Ranni killed off her closest friends for seemingly no reason, when she's already at the point where she's set up to have everything she wants. As for Godwyn's death, it is very well known that he was just about the nicest guy around in the lands between, and it seems like Ranni killed him specifically for almost no reason but her own, to separate herself from the Golden Order. And frankly, while that's true, we need to remember that the Golden Order isn't exactly the perfect governing body. America went to war with just about everything and anything, from those forged in the Crucible to the fire giants on the mountaintops, as well as her war in the realm of shadows against the Horned Set. This, coupled with the torture and imprisonment of those born with horns in the lands between, including her own children, makes it clear that the Golden Order sucks for marginalized groups. America even banished the Tarnished people despite her consort literally being tarnished. This is all to say that every single one of America's children, except a Moog of all people, has upheld the corrupt system that is the Golden Order. Mesmer continued to slay all Hornsent in the realm of shadows. Morgott becomes a king in Langdao, despite his own people rotting in the sewers. Melina burns the Erd Tree so you can continue a cycle and become the Elden Lord. Though Mikola and Melania left for their Halig Tree, they both did serve the Golden Order under America for some time as well, and Mikola even contributed to the Golden Order's incantations. And despite Godwin being known as so kind that he made a whole dragon become his friend, he still participated in this fair share of bloodshed through the countless wars that America waged. Hence the dead dragon in Leyndell, the size of the city. So it is in that sense that just because Godwin was the nicest guy around in the lands between, it doesn't mean he was a good guy. No matter how much he's glorified by everyone who knew him in the Golden Order, I'm not saying that he was wholly evil. There are very few characters in this game that are wholly evil, such as Dung Eater and yes, Shabiri, a character who actually manipulates you. Not Ranni, though, of all people. But by killing Godwin, this act alone doesn't make her wholly evil as well, for she did it not for herself, but for people to continue living with free will, to embrace the night alone, and break the world away from all of its chains created by outer gods and lords that are simply unfit to rule. In fact, Ranni didn't even want a consort, but it's the player's choice to become one and face the night she feared since she was a child.